Hey everyone, today I'm filming my 2013 beauty favourites. I've never done a favourite video before, so this is kind of like my all-time favourites, but some of them have been from this year that I've purchased, so I thought I'd just talk you through my favourites from this year. I've got one from each category, so I've got a foundation, powder, concealer, stuff like that. So I'll start off with the face products. So my favourite foundation has probably been this Illamasqua Rich Liquid Foundation. This is probably the most full coverage foundation I've ever tried. It is quite thick, but I like it like that. It's really full coverage, so if you like a full coverage, this is definitely for you. I use the shade 133. Next will be concealer, and it is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I love this concealer. I use it pretty much every day. I don't know what I'd do without it. It's the best for under your eyes. And it's probably about my third or fourth bottle I've been through. Like when I start to get empty, I will buy another one. I don't know what I'd be able to do if I run out of it, so I always have one of these spare. For powder, it will be my MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder, just because this gives you such a natural matte finish. Like, it mattifies the skin, but it still looks natural. It doesn't look cakey matte. It's like there's still a bit of dewiness to it, and it's really smooth and buttery. For bronzer or contour, if you watched any of my videos, you'll know it's the Sleek Contour Kit. I use this pretty much every day. I think it's, you know, really good, and it's what, like £7 or something. So I think I'll always keep repurchasing this as well, just because it's just as good as any other ones, and it's only £7. So yeah, I really love the Sleek Contour Kit. My blush is another one from Sleek, and it's called Suede. And it's a really neutral colour. And I just find myself reaching for this like on a daily basis if I don't want too much. Because it kind of adds like a warmth to the skin, as well as giving some colour. So I've really been liking this blush. And then for highlight, it has got to be my Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Ever since I've got this, I've worn it pretty much every day. It's really shimmery. It's probably the most shimmery highlighter I own, but it's really gorgeous, and a little bit goes a long way. Like, I've been using this pretty much every day since I got it, which was about 5 or 6 months ago, and I've hardly made a dent in it. So yeah, I really like that. So moving on to eyes, my favourite primer will be my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I've tried the Urban Decay primer potion recently because I got the Naked 3 palette, and it doesn't last as long at all. For me personally, I have really oily eyelids. Like, out of all the areas of my face, that'll be the most oily, and when I start to sweat out my eyelids first as well. So I need a really heavy duty primer, and this so far has been the only thing that's stuck through everything. So I really recommend the paint pots. They do them in lots of different colours, so you don't have to get painterly. You can get soft ochre, there's constructivish, quite natural, any colours to suit you. Before I forget, I'll quickly do my favourite eyebrow pencil, which has been the L'Oreal eyebrow pencil. Just because this is really cheap as well, it's about £4. And it's not really ashy, but it's ashy. Because for blonde, it's really hard to find an eyebrow pencil that's not going to be too red and look a bit really like fake. So that's what I've got through my brows today, and as you can see, it's not red at all. It's a really nice texture, it's nice and hard, and it's just a really nice eyebrow pencil. For a favourite eyeshadow palette, probably my MUA Undress palette, just because it's so easy to create so many different looks with this, and it's £4, and the eyeshadows are really good quality for £4. So I use this all the time. You know, whenever I could just use it for neutrals for the day. If I want to do something dark, I can use these colours. It's so easy, and it's got 2 matte colours here, which I always have to have a palette with matte colours in if I'm using a palette. Otherwise, I have to incorporate different eyeshadows, and for me, I'd rather have them all in one place. So this is probably my favourite and most used eyeshadow palette of this year. For single eyeshadow, it's probably been Texture by MAC, which is a really warm brown. And I use this for like transition colours and blending. And I don't know if you can see, but I've made quite a big dent in it. Well, that'll be my favourite single eyeshadow. My favourite pigment will be this Innovi Dusting Moonstone, and it is the most gorgeous like taupey silvery colour, and it kind of changes colour depending on what base you have. So if you put like a gold base, it can be a bit more golden, but it's just so gorgeous, and you can use it wet or dry, and it's just so shimmery. That's definitely been my favourite pigment. For eyeliners, for top eyeliner, it'll be my Rimmel Glam Eyes liquid eyeliner. I use this pretty much every day or every time I use eyeliner. I prefer liquid over gel, but that's just my personal preference, and I like it because the one's really thin, so you can get like a really thin line, or you can build it up to be something thicker. It's really black, you don't have to go over it, it dries, it doesn't transfer, it lasts all day, so that is why this one is my favourite eyeliner. For pencil eyeliner, it is probably Teddy by MAC, just because it's such a nice colour. It's like a shimmery chocolate brown. It's so good with like smoky eyes, or you could use it in the day if you just wanted to put a little bit of brown around the lash line or something. But it's really smooth, it goes on really easy, it lasts really long time on your waterline, which I always look for in eyeliner, because, you know, if I want something on my waterline, I don't want to be carrying something around with me all day that I have to keep reapplying, which is why I normally use gel eyeliner instead of a waterline, but these last really a long time. So I've been using this pretty much every time I go out as well. I've been swapping black for this sometimes. So this has probably been my favourite eyeliner. For lipstick, it's probably this Revlon lip butter, just because I grab for it whenever, you know, I'm in a rush or I don't know what lipstick to wear. I just grab this. It's in the colour Creme Brulee, and it's just a new colour because it's so easy to wear. You can just pop it on, you know, you don't have to worry about lining the lips, you don't have to worry about using a lip brush, worry about any kind of smudging. It wears off nice, and it kind of moisturises the lips at the same time. So I've been reaching for this whenever, you know, I don't know what to wear, or I just want something easy and quick to go. My favourite lip gloss has been this one by MUA. This is the Intense Kisses lip gloss in the colour Sealed with a Kiss, and it is like the perfect nude shade for me, because I don't like my nudes too nude, I like them with a bit of pink in. And it's really pigmented, you don't have to wear a lipstick underneath, you can if you want, but you don't have to. And they last quite a long time. They don't last as well as, you know, some higher brands will, but they do last quite well. To say, I think this is £1 or £1.50 something. It's just the colour that I really like it for, just because it's like the perfect nude for my skin, how I like my nudes. And I forgot to do mascara while I was talking about the eyes, but my favourite mascara has been this Too Faced Lash Gasm. But I got this in a summer set, and I really like it. I love the wand. I personally prefer quite thin and the plasticky ones, so that's why I like this. It separates the lashes, makes them look really long and full, so I've been really liking this mascara. And then the last one, I'm just going to do a lip stain, which will be this Revlon Just Bit Unkissable Balm Stain, I think they're called, the writing's worn off. This one is in the colour Crush, and it is this like wine colour, and it's just a really nice colour. They really last a long time, like even when the balm feeling's worn off, the colour's still there, so I could go about 5-6 hours without reapplying this, but while the balm's still there, it's still really hydrating, and they don't dry your lips out once the balm's gone as well, which is good. It's just a really nice colour. They last a long time. I've got some of the other balm stains, they all last just as long. It's just this is my favourite colour out of all of them, because I think dark lips can be quite hard to maintain sometimes, and these are quite easy to maintain. You can just put it on and then you don't have to worry about it wearing off funny, or, you know, coming off in different places and reapplying and being really precise. It's just easy to whack on and just know you've got a dark lip without having too much hassle. So I think that's all my favourites from this year, from every category. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas on any good products that you might want to buy in the future. And thank you for watching.